What up, y'all? It's your boy Share Speaks. I want to talk to you guys about The Flash season 5, episode 5. I can't believe it, 5 by 5. All dialogue, all dolled up. And in this episode, we get a lot of revelation, man. And I mean that, and just because Nora finally learns the history of her mother via Cecile, because her mother, Joe, because of Iris, Joe West keeps a scrapbook of all of his family gatherings, all his family events and moments. And I think it was beautifully crafted by. I'm sorry, let me start over again. I think it was beautifully crafted the way Cecile broke down Nora's mother's history, her past. Her mom was a badass. Iris was a badass back in the day. She was and I'm gonna quote her. She was a real life Nancy Drew, man, real life, and she really knew her shit. But one thing I want to talk to you guys about again, man, is the story of Ragdoll, man. Peter Merkel, man, is a badass too, man. We saw that, man. We saw him first make his little cameo by going into like a newlywed's house, stealing heirloom, a priceless heirloom, I believe, a priceless gift, if you will. Now the wife catches Merkel, but he turns around. He does an owl move, an owl head spin, creeps her the fuck out, and he escapes. Now Barry's able to find some DNA, some hair. But the funny thing is, it doesn't come up with a match. Very elusive, very creative, in my opinion. If we then see him again when he goes ahead and he bombs an architect's livelihood. His whole entire building just tumbles like fucking rocks. And once again, we see him when he kidnaps Flash. After he kidnaps the Flash, Ralph finally has his own little. In my little opinion, he has his own little big bad. They square off. Very, 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 very cool. But then also Nora steps in as well, handles her business as a daughter should to save her papa because she loves him. I thought this was just pretty damn dope, man. I just really enjoyed this episode, man. Loved it from top to bottom, man. And because it was funny how I will say this. It was funny how Barry was kidnapped because he was on the phone with his wife. She's like, "Look, you know, Merkel's doing this because of how his family treated him." He's like, "All right, well, who do you think is gonna be his next victim?" Pow, knocks him the hell out. And so Merkel grabs his phone. He's like, "Come get him." Tony James did a great job, or maybe or maybe his name's reversed. I apologize if I got it wrong, but he did a great job as Ragdoll, man. I wish he would really come back, maybe do a little cameo, maybe when they do Elseworlds, maybe that he'll come back. Who knows? But I also saw that picture of Oliver and Iris, being a couple in Elseworlds, and then we also saw a bit of a trailer where Barry's the Green Arrow when he's sparring with Diggle. But then we also see trailers for next week, where Kaylin tracks down her father. They hug and he breaks down why he had to abandon. He did that to keep his family safe. But Cisco's arguing with her because she said something about what your father said does not add up. And I also love, this other episode as well as how Shirley, because that's what Sherlock's name is, that's what Dibney calls him, how they broke that down too. Thomas Snow is possibly hiding out in a trans houser black site safe house. It's a government job that her mother no longer works in. And it's been shut down for years, according to Caitlin. But her mother possibly didn't lie at all. She just didn't know that, that's where her husband was. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm really looking forward to it, man. This has been your boy Sherry Speaks. Right now I'm watching Black Lightning. Uh, season 2, I believe episode 5, I believe. Chapter, I believe it's called Chapter 1, Requiem, um, Blood, or something like that. But anyway, one love.